Job seekers have been taking advantage of top tips for success and making sure they now prepare properly for job interviews. Candidates have been asked to highlight their CVs and write down important questions. Mapping out a route is now proving popular. All candidates have been asked to dress to impress. March thinks this will help them stand out from the crowd. Once they have arrived on time at the location, they must first ask for the interviewer and sign in.
Great. Do you want to take a seat?
Thank you.
Hello? Siobhan's here for you. Thank you.
March Recruitment have been running mock interview sessions to help those starting off in business.
Siobhan, thank you for coming in, being so prompt. I just want to explain how the interview is going to run. Hopefully put you at ease, because I appreciate you probably haven't had many interviews. But for the last 3 months, I noticed you've been getting some more work experience working for a local company. So I'm intrigued, how did you get that experience?
Well, I was really lucky. My mum and dad know someone who they run their own company in London.
Okay.
So I did work experience with them for 3 months, which I gained a lot of experience. I helped manage a digital marketing campaign.
Have you got any examples that you can give me where you've had to use your skills, perhaps in your last role?
Part of the campaign was to write several blogs involving keywords, so that would ensure that we'd show up better on Google.
Excellent.
And I was also involved in social media campaigns as well.
There are times when we have some really tight deadlines that we have to work to, and that can be incredibly difficult and it can put a lot of pressure on the team. Have you had any experience of being in a situation like that?
One of the campaigns did go horribly wrong and the deadline wasn't met. So we always had a meeting, did a plan of action of how we can fix it. It did involve us staying later, but it got done and within the time frame. So that's good.
I'd like to talk more about the company and the position here now, but what do you know about us?
I have actually made some notes, did my research. So I know that you've been around since 1995. You started off small with sort of just the 3 of you, and since then obviously you've grown, and you have you work on lots of social media campaigns with sort of large brands.
You've obviously done your research, but why do you want this particular role, do you think?
Obviously you work with the big brands, which is really interesting, and also I see that you have involvement with charities, which I'm hugely interested in.
Good. So how have you been involved? Have you been entering any charity events?
We've done a lot through school and college, and I have entered myself for a 5k run.
So that almost brings us to the end of the interview. But I'm interested to know, obviously, if you've got any questions at all for me, Siobhan.
Done my research, as I said earlier. Do you mind if I refer back to the
that's
questions?
great, lovely.
So one of the things I wanted to ask if there's any training within the role?
Yeah, I mean, it's very important to us that you're going to be passionate about what we do.
And what's the working environment like within the team?
Okay, so I mentioned earlier there's a team.
And what would, in your eyes, be the perfect candidate for this position?
I think we're looking for somebody that's going to have that real thirst for knowledge and want to learn. What I will do now is, obviously, I've got a couple more people to see, but I will give you an idea of when we get back to you. So I'm hoping by the end of this week to be able to know who we're going to shortlist. So I'll get back to the agency today with some initial feedback, and then I'll talk to them again on Friday on whether you've been shortlisted.
Once candidates have had the interview, they have been told to ask companies timescales and when the next steps are.
Hello, it's Siobhan O'Keefe calling with feedback from my interview earlier. Yep, I felt it went really well. I was a bit nervous to start with, but then obviously I had my questions to ask and my notes, so that really helped. Yeah, really like the sound of the job and would definitely be interested with the second interview. Okay, perfect. I'll wait to hear from you. Thanks, bye.
That's all from our latest report, but don't forget to take a look at March Recruitment's website for more details on finding that perfect role.